Good workout. These are workouts suitable to all ages and abilities. I've had up to the age of 100, a dear lady with Alzheimer's from a care home. So if these workouts could help anyone you know, get your loved ones to try. We are streaming live on my YouTube channel. Please make sure you've hit that free subscribe button. You'll get notified of lots of new content that I'll be sharing. And I'm also on Zoom. I have a wonderful Zoom community. If you'd like to join us live on there, there's a free newsletter on my website, feelgoodwithlavina.com, and it gives you all the links. I even have a WhatsApp group to communicate session reminders and links as well. So wherever you are, please keep interactive. Let me know how you get on through the workout. We always start with a lovely moment of breath work. These are all exercise snacks from my best-selling book, The Feel Good Fix. If you haven't got a copy, it's always on offer on Amazon. Very easy to use. We're actually going to be using this one today as well, the ad break snack. 1, 3, 5, 10-minute little snacks, all the science behind exercise snacking, QR codes to videos to follow along. So let's start with a moment of breath. I have some wonderful people, all ages and abilities. Do join us today. Let's start with a little easy technique, just trying to breathe out for longer than you breathe in. I'll guide you through, but that's going to help calm the body and the mind, get us ready for a lovely workout today. You could place your hands on your lap. You could place your hands, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. That's also quite nice. And we're going to try and breathe in through our nose, exhale through your nose or your mouth, but nasal breathing in has some great scientific benefits that I've written and researched. So let's just close our eyes. Maybe your heart rate is a little bit fast, like mine. Down, taking positive inhales, releasing any tension, stress, any worries. Let's get rid of them on the exhale. And I'm going to count to 4 as we breathe in. Exhale for up to 6, but do what you can. So breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your eyes closed. Just resume whatever breath feels natural to you. Just in a minute, we can reset our nervous system, which I think is amazing. Use this tool, maybe rub your hands, get some heat going, and then keep those eyes closed. You can place your warmer hands over those closed eyes. On your next positive inhale, just open your eyes, let a little bit of light in, bring a smile to your amazing faces. You are here. And then exhale, let's release the hands away. You're here and you're working out, you're investing in your health. So well done for joining. Use these breath snacks anytime you feel stressed. I use them all the time. I've got double festival tomorrow. Let's get up or seated, start marching on the spot. So when I'm doing public speaking, anytime I'm feeling a little bit anxious or stressed, if I'm in traffic and getting annoyed on the school run, turn to your breath. It's one of the most powerful tools. And again, lots of easy breath snacks in my book and on my YouTube channel as well. So you could do whatever feels good for you here. When I'm talking, sometimes I'm explaining the science and the health benefits. You could get your steps in from indoors. You could do it seated. You could go into a faster little pace. I want you to try and get these little cardio snacks in. The less we sit and the more we sprinkle these into our day regularly, when you're watching TV, even now, we're just warming things up. We're going to start with our mobility. So we're going to start with some lovely arm circles. You can keep the feet going, or you could just keep them still. You could stay seated, but if you're able to stand, I would encourage you to stand. Even a stand snack in my book explains the benefits of standing. You are going to burn more calories. You are then getting your muscles, your bones, your joints working. We're getting upright. We're not meant to be in chairs. If you think about our ancestors, they didn't have chairs, and imagine what chairs are doing to our posture, our back health. Let's turn it around, coming forward. Just see how your body feels. I'm a little bit clicky, so if that's feeling like you as well, we've got synovial fluid around the joints that we're trying to lubricate. So just by doing these little mobility snacks as well, we're keeping those joints moving. We're then going to take a nice reach across the body, opposite arm to leg goes out and back in. We're doing some lateral movement. So if I was to do this seated, I'm just going to make sure nothing's in the way, reaching across and back in, a bit of coordination, but this feels like a really nice stretch across the body. So if you think about the different planes of movement, we're normally going forwards, but I'm going to add in different things every week. Every workout is different. Reaching across and a little bit of coordination, stepping out and in, getting your heart rate up a little bit more. Beautiful work. And relax. Keep marching on the spot. I did say I'd pick a few from this ad break snack. So we're going to add in a little bit of the boxing now, just to move, but we're going to do it as mobility. So, you know, I love a little bit of boxing. We can punch out the arms. You could add in some tin cans. I've got some amazing, even people in their 80s, Vinu Uncle, I can see you on Zoom holding your dumbbells already, very inspiring. But whatever works for you, keep those light weights. Tin cans are the best. So I'm going to go and grab mine. If mummy's joining me, hopefully she'll be joining me at some point. Otherwise, you can also, let's move upwards. So again, different movements for your arms. I'm just giving you lots of ideas here that you can do when you're stuck on your chair, if you're working from home, if you are sitting on the sofa for too long, or if you're just obviously feeling a little bit tired and you can't stand, you could get these in from home. And then lastly, let's go out to the side. So maybe one arm at a time, just movement, all the different ways. Yep, getting everything nice and warm. Are you still stepping? I'm getting quite out of breath. I don't know about you. And 5 more seconds. Lovely. Really good work. Hopefully we should feel a little bit warmer, a little bit looser. Just a couple of minutes of mobility. Really good for your joints and your muscles to get warm and ready. So we're going to add in any band or belt or scarf, or as I said in the pandemic, pair of old tights, whatever works for you. Lavina's famous shoulder floss, you know, this is something I'd love you to do every day. This is giving the full range of motion in your shoulder, that big ball and socket joint. Eventually, but if you can't do it straight away, you're just going to come up and over as far as you can, maybe bend the arms, maybe eventually getting them nice and straight, depending on how tight you hold your band or belt or tights. I want you to start using the resistance. So this is starting to really work on our lean muscle mass, and muscle mass is really the key for our longevity, maintaining our independence, helping with weight management, blood sugar control. I mean, muscle has so many benefits, and we start losing our muscle mass from the age of 30. So even little things like bands, these resistance bands, you can make challenging. Do this in front of a mirror because you may see a slight imbalance. I'm over-exaggerating. But this flossing, and depending on how you feel, every day could feel a little bit different. I would love you to do this in front of the mirror to keep it nice and symmetrical. If that's difficult for you, maybe just go back to the arm circles. I'm just giving you options, seated or standing, and relax. Okay, so we're going to add in a very key component of my Feel Good Fitness prescription, and it's balance. So if you're able to stand, please stand. Obviously, if you're not able to stand, I'm going to show you another option where you're just going to hold out a nice leg extension. You're still working on building strength, isometric hold for a few seconds, while those that are able to stand, please make sure you've got support, a wall, a chair, whatever works for you. Make sure you don't fall over. This is what obviously, we will start a little countdown, but I'm going to try and aim for, let's do 15 seconds. I always say 10 seconds based on a study is a great indicator of your longevity. But shall we try 15? And I want you to make sure that you have that support there. If you need to stop and start, please stop and start. Hold your core, focus on a point, nice straight spine. Let's go on one leg if you can. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourselves a clap or thumbs up. Don't worry if you weren't able to do it. Every day is different. I can see most of my Zoom participants. I was trying not to look at the screen because I was thinking I'm going to get wobbly. You did it. Super work. Well done, everyone. Let's go to the other side. It might feel different. Don't worry if you can't do it. Stop and start. Let's hold. You could do tree pose, whatever works for you if you're advanced. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh. Zoom participants, I'm very proud of you. Have a little rest or march on the spot. I'm just going to show you my brushing teeth snack, the 10-second balance snack. I'm going to quickly read out. If you are in your 60 to 69, actually 32 seconds would be a great goal to aim for with your eyes open. 4 seconds close. 70 to 79-year-olds, 22 seconds open, 3 seconds close, and age 80 plus, whatever you're able to manage, aim for 10 to 15 seconds with eyes open. So just think about your age. Obviously, I do cover younger ages as well, all backed by science. Have a little look at that in my book, and that's something you can practice while you're brushing your teeth with your sink there. Let's do a little bit more with our hips and legs. Another little challenge for balance if we can. So I will show you the seated option. If you're holding on to your chair or your wall, just make sure you've got a bit of space. And we're going to try and do some nice little circles now, working that hip mobility, really keeping these joints nice and supple. If you're able to balance, this leg is going to take all your body weight. Do about 10 in one direction. And then if you're hovering, you can really challenge it. Then change direction. You can keep them big or small. The seated option is the same. You're going to just circle out. Even here, I can feel some clicks away here in that joint. We really want to keep these joints really nice and supple. Our hips get tight from all the sitting, even from carrying stress. And that can affect your back, your glutes, like all these big muscle groups, and relax. Do you feel that in your supporting leg? It's correcting muscular imbalances. So well done. If you're standing, change sides when you're ready. Have that support there. If you're more advanced, obviously you can move to no support. I have all ages and abilities on this workout. So I'm trying to cover little challenges for you all. Seated again, if you're working from home, why not throw these little snacks in? You think about things you can take away from this workout. Have you changed direction? Obviously, holding your stomach muscles in through this workout is going to keep us balanced, right? Focusing on a point, keeping your posture nice and straight. How is that hip circle? Could you go a bit bigger next time? And relax. Well done. One last one for balance. So give it all a little shake, have a little dance, have a little quick tapping. We like a little bit of tapping. Maybe we'll do a little tap in between. I'm just tapping the meridian points. You can do it above the eyebrows, maybe here, under your eyes, just above your cheekbones, above your mouth, even down your clavicles, around your collarbone is so lovely. Little bit of touch down the arms. You're giving yourself a bit of self-love, but tapping has really great benefits. And even down the legs, wherever feels good for you, give yourself a little bit of a tap. Bit of self-touch, it's really lovely, yeah? Well done. Okay, so last one, and I will show you the seated option. We're going to stand, and this time we're going to keep the legs straight. My toe is sort of flexed, and I'm coming out to the side. Really slow and steady. Just nothing's moving but this leg. So I'm targeting the outer thigh, the inner thigh, my bottom, my glute muscles. Seated option, you could try lifting the leg up and coming out to the side. How does that feel? Or you could go up and down. Slightly different muscles, but I would say if you're able to stand, this is a great one because you're going to get those thighs. We're working laterally, yep? So this is different muscles. You hold on to support, in and out. If you had a small resistance band, one of those looped ones, you could even tie that round your foot and practice this one at home. You could even do this lying down on your side. I can see some of you are keen to try the banded version. So let me grab a band as well. Sorry, we're just going to add this on. I think this is a good one. So you can tie this round your ankles if that feels comfortable, or you can tie it round above your knees. Hold on to support. If you're able to stand, you're going to feel this more. So do stand if you're able to. I'm thinking of my mum on Zoom there. Mum, if you can get standing, this is a great one to try because this is going to really help with your leg strength. Obviously, any exercise that doesn't feel good for you, you just replace it, even if it's with marching or another exercise. Think about what works for your body. In and out and relax. Great work. Good morning. Yay, you made it. I'm so happy. Pranam, are you okay? When you're ready, we're just going to do these. You can just warm up. Maybe do some heel raises to start off with, yeah? And I'm just showing this one. Let's change. Sorry, I took my band off, but I was going to give it to you, but I would rather you warm up, Mummy. Let's try the other side. So just squeezing out. Can you feel that? With the band, it's really effective. You're getting quite a workout, I can feel, on those muscles. Depending on how tight your band is, pair of tights would work well here. How's that feeling? Have that support, yeah? I would want you to probably hold on to a chair or the wall and come out to the side. You could even come behind your chair and hold on if you've got a high chair. Whoop. Try not to knock. Oh, good. That's a great option for stepping out and in. So how is that? Shall we think about that little exercise and practice that one at home? Because there's lots of different versions that we've shown. This is a really good one, Mummy. Yeah, so stepping out and in. If anyone wants to try this and they've still got their loop band, this is a nice one. I'm giving you a bit of time to march on the spot. But this one, if you did standing in a bit of a squat, is what I often do when I'm working out my legs. I do this as part of my warm-up. I'm in a bit of a squat position. I can see my toes, and I'm really working these muscles against resistance. So if you're seated, just step in and out. If you don't have a band, let's see how that feels. Few more seconds, everyone. We're adding things in today, but that's good. We're just improvising. How does that feel? Good. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, brilliant work. So we're going to do a little bit of core today. So that's our abdominals. Just a reminder with everyone's posture, my desk reset snack, the analogy of a desk. We're going to bring our shoulders up, back and down. Anytime you feel that rounding in the day, always think about the desk reset snack. Let's try and fix our posture through this. So we're going to start with one exercise where you're going to hold some weights. Maybe the tin cans, maybe the little pink dumbbells. Mummy, I think you might be good for you. So maybe a little bit heavier. We're going to hold our weights in a nice straight arm position over your head, and then seated or standing. So we're holding these, we're keeping our core really nice and tight. That means your stomach muscles in. This is a shoulder press, we're holding. We're going to carefully lift your knee up. And think about it slowly, because I want you to use these lower stomach muscles. Sorry, I brought my weights down to show you. Is that too heavy? It's okay? So let's try and go for about 10 or 15. Slow knee lift. Keeping that core tight. Breathe out as you lift that leg up. Obviously, this is balance, everyone. So if you're not good standing up, be careful. If you're good at balance, this is a little bit addition of everything. This is core. This is strength with the arms up above with a weight. You could drop the weight completely and keep going. So just keep your arms up without the weight and knees lifting up. Can you feel your lower stomach muscles, Mummy? Lifting up. 3, 2, or good one?
Yeah, I have to put the weights down.
Put the weights down, yeah. So that makes sense. We're going to sprinkle that in with our normal high knees. A little bit faster, so maybe no weights. And we're just going to literally punch up, lift the knee. Now we're just bringing in a bit of a cardio snack. So raising our heart rate, lifting up that knee. Could go a little bit faster. These are all low impact exercises, but obviously if you wanted to add a little bit of impact for your bones to get them nice and strong, even on the planting down, strike the heel down if you can, because you know I always talk about bone health, and exercise snacking is a great way to add in a bit of impact just for a few seconds. See how it feels. Our bones want that impact to repair, to regrow and relax. Whew, how's everyone doing? I'm out of breath today, talking so much. I think because I had a bit of a late night, I can feel it today. We're going to do similar exercise if you want to stay seated. Otherwise, I would love you to go by the wall. And what you're going to try and demonstrate, Mummy, so I could do it to the back of the chair. So if you go in the middle there, I'm just going to show you, don't move furniture around, but imagine I'm against the wall. This is a little bit higher. We're going to bring the knees up like a wall climber. So your position's going to be here, Mummy, right? So if you go against the wall there, like you do for a press-up position. So keep your hands a little bit wider. Try and keep, knees are coming up towards your chest. So if you're keeping that straight line, try and lift that knee, but just see how far you can go. So I would do seated, Mummy. Do you want to do seated? So anyone that come against the wall, think about your body being at that angle. You're going to engage your stomach muscles, and it's like a wall climber. Mummy, you can do that with your arms holding a weight, or you can just lift your knee up, but really crunch it up towards us. I want you to feel it in the stomach muscles. Can you feel that? So lift up, yeah? I'm doing that against the wall. Shall we go for a few more? The further your feet are from the wall, the harder it is, but keep a straight line from your head down to the heels. So these are wall climbers, just adding something a little bit different today, and relax. Good work. How are we feeling? Good? Okay, so march it out, get your steps in while I'm going to explain what we're going to do. So we're going to go into our strength training. This is the most exciting part because we're focusing on lean muscle mass. It's going to help us maintain a healthy weight. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn at rest. We're going to do supersets today. We haven't done that in a while. That means 2 exercises without a break, but obviously Please give yourself a break if you need one. We're going to start with press-ups, and then we're going to move into the shoulder press. So think about the weights being ready for you. We're going to do 10 press-ups if you can, against the wall. So mummy, you can do that against the wall, or against your kitchen counter. So what I would suggest is, imagine this is my kitchen counter, and I have got a nice lower position, or your table, because if you've been doing them against the wall for a while, progress, straight line, and then I'm bending at the elbows, pushing away. Inhale, exhale, straight line, yep. If you're able to do the floor, I do go through floor versions in my book with the videos. There's also stuff on my YouTube, seated press-ups. For anyone that can't stand, squeeze away, core tight, breathe in and breathe out as you straighten the arms. Bending at the elbows, go nice and slow, time under tension. Press-ups are the most important way to build our upper body strength. I would love you to practice this a couple of times a week. When the kettle's boiling, do them against the kitchen counter. Anytime your vegetables, something's in the oven, add it into your existing daily habits. How does that feel, mummy? Good? Then we're going to go straight in to our shoulder press. I wanted to show you that version just because lower is good if you've been doing press-ups against the wall for a while. So seated or standing, just grab 2 weights that you can. You can bring the weights by your ears, palms facing forward. Everything stays still, stomach tight. Breathe out. Inhale, back by your ears, not too low. To keep the tension, breathe out. Lovely work. You're all looking amazing. This is mimicking how we're going to put things up on a shelf. Maybe carry things overhead. Functional activities when we're lifting, pushing. These are all movements we want to keep for as long as we can to maintain our independence. Breathe out. This is tough now. If you can just feel it. If your weights are light, go nice and slow. Time under tension. 3. Good. And 2. Lovely work. And last one. Breathe out. Yay, your trophies. And relax. How was that? So, did you feel the last repetitions with your shoulder press? Yes or no? Give me a thumbs up. Be honest. So if you didn't, good. So if you didn't, that's an indicator that your weights are probably a little bit light. And it's all about progression, progressive overload. Let's just give ourselves a little moment to maybe have a little shake off, have a dance, have a little break if you need to. So supersetting is really good when you're short on time. You can fit 2 exercises back to back, but it's also a lot challenging because we used all of our muscles in the press-ups, and then we use just our shoulder muscles, our upper back in the press. So similarly, we are going to do leg extensions first. So with this one, I want you to think about, so this is the seated version. This is our second superset today. We're going to bring the knee up towards our chest, and we're going to extend the leg out nice and straight. Bring it in and out. We're not using a band yet. We're going to do that on a different exercise. In and out. I want you to do 5 on each leg to really warm the leg up. My back is straight. I'm really lengthening. And then if we can, we're going to hold the leg straight for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Do you feel that? Do you feel that in the leg muscles? Your quadriceps, these are all supporting your knees. If you've got knee pain, these should help strengthen, but listen to your body. If you don't like it, find something else that you can do. Let's do the other one. 5 in and out. Nice and straight. Really focus on these muscles, your mind to muscle connection. 2 and 1. Good. And then we're going to hold out the last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Did you feel it?
Yeah.
So those holds are a good idea. Now we're going straight into our sit and stand if you're able to stand. Otherwise, you carry on those leg extensions if you can't stand. If you need support, remember you've got your chair just lifting up a few inches and down. You're still activating. Your knees are about shoulder width. If you know what you're doing, you can start squatting, or I should say sit and stand. Your knees always go out in the same direction as your toes. They don't come in. And we're going to try and stand up independently if you're able to. Otherwise, carry on with the leg extensions. Squeezing up. We're just doing body weight. We're going to try and do this circuit twice if we can. So squeeze up. Really think about your core tight, back straight, shoulders back. Smile. Inhale as you go down. Exhale, squeeze up. We're working all of our lower body muscles. Why are we doing this, mummy? Because this is pretending that we are coming out of a chair, out of your car, off the toilet, the basic things that we take for granted that we want to try and do ourselves for as long as possible if you can. Obviously, depending on your ability, your age. And it also works all the muscles in the leg and your stomach. How's that? Good?
Yeah.
Let's march it out. You can have a little break here. So we're going to now add in a chest press. So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to bring your weight, seated or standing, by your ears. But here I want you to bring the elbows up. Can you see a 90-degree bend in the arms here? So mummy, just bring your hands, your wrist should be above your elbow, so not here, but try and bring it here. So my mum as well, hands a little bit further out. So there's a 90-degree bend here. Your wrist is above your elbow, perfect. We're now going to squeeze our elbows together and come away. Good. Breathe out. Breathe in. Focus on your breath. Think about the weights that you're using. We're working our chest muscles. So squeezing in and out. Good. You're getting really strong upper body today. Do what you can. If you can do 3 more, otherwise drop the weight. Just do it body weight. 2, just body weight. No weights if it's difficult. Tin cans are perfect for this. And last one. Woo, who felt that? Hard. We're going into some star jumps as our superset. So 2 exercises, seated or standing. I'm working quite fast today. If you're new, please take it at your own pace, yeah? But some of my amazing participants have been doing this since 2020, since the start of the pandemic with me and mummy. So seated or standing, this should feel like a nice loosen up of your arms. Give yourselves a clap. Can I hear your claps? You are all superstars. Well done. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! How are we feeling? Relax. Shake it off. Okay, so next exercises are our heel raises. So really nice and easy. I would probably encourage you all to sit down if you can. Otherwise, if you're able to do them standing, maybe on the back of a chair, holding on in case you need support. Otherwise, because at the end, we're going to try and combine both. The second exercise is going to be our bicep curl. We're not going to do them together. We're going to do heel raises for 10 seconds, and we're going to add in 10 bicep curls, yep? So let's do our heel raises. Really lift onto your toes and down. Good. Up and down. Lovely. If you're able to balance, otherwise make sure you've got support if you're standing. This is working our soleus muscle. This is great for blood sugar regulation after a meal. You know, I always have written as well in the book, moving after meals. This is a great hack. If you can't get out for a 5-minute walk or up and down the stairs a couple of times, the stair snacking, you can do these heel raises. Can you feel this? Now on the last one, depending on if you're standing or seated, let's try and hold. 5, up, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. So just different ways that you can add things in. When you're on the sofa, watching TV or working from home, on devices, technology, sprinkle these in. Let's grab our weights for our bicep curl. So think about the weight you're using. Desk reset snack, shoulders back and down, seated or standing. My elbows stay glued to my body. My palms are facing forward. And I'm going to keep my wrists really straight to my forearm, curling up and down. Good. Breathe out and down. Lovely. If it feels light, go really nice and slow, especially on the way down. Even with our sit and stands, all the movements going down. I've researched about the eccentric part. That's the negative part of the movement. Really effective for muscle gain, for results, for strength building. How many have we done, Mummy?
Maybe 6.
6. Can you keep counting? Good. 7. Let's go if you can. Feel these last 3 if you can get there. Good. Slowly up and down, because we want to be able to lift our shopping bags. We want to be able to lift things, right? These are the muscles that we need in our arms. And last one, Mummy.
We've done 11.
Oh, well done. We did a bonus one. Well done, everyone. Don't drop your weights unless that was too tiring, because we're going to try and do both together. I would probably sit down here so you can get the maximum effect of the heel raise, because I'm going to get you to hold as well. Hold up if you can, and then slowly down. We're going to do 5 with a little hold, with lifting your heels up off the ground, and down. Lift up, bicep curl. Beautiful work, everyone. And down. Can you feel it in your calves yet? Yeah, the soleus muscle. So amazing, our bodies. And up, squeeze up, lift, 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 lift. And release. Well done. Good work. Shake it out. Just maybe rotate the ankles, rotate the wrists for a little minute. Add a little mobility snack here. Just some dynamic movements to shake things out. And now we're going to add in our band. So if you've got a band, great. If you haven't, you can do this first exercise with weights. We're going to do our lat pull down. So we're working our back muscles. These are our latissimus dorsi. Really important for our back strength, back health, reducing pain, and for helping us lift and pick up things as well. So one arm stays fixed. The other one, you're going to bend the elbow down the side, squeezing those muscles, and release. Maybe do 5 on each side. Can you feel it? So I want you to think about these muscles here, yep? Good. Neck stays nice and neutral. Breathe out and release. Maybe make it tighter if you want to challenge yourself, if you've got a band. I can see a few of you on Zoom using weights. That's perfect as well. Just do whatever you can. Squeeze down. It's like I'm between 2 panes of glass. If you can, carry on. Otherwise, give yourself a little shake out. And then the other side. Good. Breathe. Inhale. Deep breaths. Really good to tie in our breath with the exercise. Super work, everyone. Couldn't you do this when you're sitting on the sofa at night? Yeah, just add a little bit of strength in. Well done. Release it off. You're all going to come seating. And if you've got a band, great. Otherwise, you can do this without. We're going to do that leg, lovely one that I think a lot of my participants on Zoom gave me feedback when I talked to everyone at the end. So we're going to bend the knee towards you. You're going to sit upright. You're going to hold the band or your tights, something with a bit of stretch, and then we're going to push the band away. Push and in. Depending on how tight the band is, adjust it. Really push. You could do this without the band, yep? But here, I'm really feeling it. So I'm not moving my hands. The only thing that's moving is actually my leg. Straightening, bending. How does that feel? Are we okay? If you don't like this, even heel raises. Whatever works for you, even march on the spot. Just find something to do. And one more and relax. Does that feel good, Mummy? Yeah. Yep. Good. So don't overdo it. This is all, might be new exercises. Try things out. See how you feel after a day or two. Lovely. In and out. Push the leg. Straighten up. Inhale. Exhale. Good work. Really good. Squeeze. Lovely. This is, I'm feeling this. I really like this one as well. You could do things like lunges, but I'm showing you options because I have all ages and abilities joining, and I've got quite good feedback on that exercise. And relax. Okay, well done. We are going to go back to the two most important ones to get them done, and then we'll check time, is our press-ups and our shoulder press. So this is your second round. Seated press-ups. If you're able to stand, please grab a wall, grab your kitchen counter, maybe a table. Do you want to do them seated or you want to stand up? Press-ups. So we do a second round of press-ups. Now, I don't usually show the floor press-ups, but I do know a couple of you are starting to do them. So, I mean, the book explains everything, but if you do go down to the floor in a box position, hands are quite wide, and you're just going to bring your chest between the hands and push away, bending at the elbows. I'm just showing you the box position press up. For anyone that may want to try this, as the first time I think I've shown these in a while, because I keep them all wall and accessible. Inhale, exhale. Just building your upper body strength. Get to about 10 if you can. Inhale, press away. So bending and straightening. Keep your stomach muscles in tight and relax. Good. I'll do one more and breathe out. Well done. We are going to our shoulder press, Mummy. So I'll just place that for you. There we go. Have a little seat down. Did anyone try those? Circle out your wrists if you need to. Otherwise, we're going straight in, if we can, to our lovely shoulder press. If it gets hard, you can change your weight, yeah? But let's see how many you can do. Push yourself, but listen to your body as well. Breathe out. Inhale, slowly down. Really focus. Just say, I am strong. I can do this. Lovely work. Lift your trophies above your head. You all deserve one because you are investing in your physical, your mental health, reducing risks of so many chronic illnesses, from dementia to diabetes type 2 and pre-diabetes, so common, osteoporosis, the list goes on, certain cancers. Exercise really is medicine. Come on, 3.
10.
Oh, 2, good. I'm going for one more. If you've done your 10, woo, how did that feel? Give yourselves a clap as a little rest. And now what I want you to do is either do the leg extensions first and then 10 squats, or as a challenge for anyone that wants to do more sit and stands today, I want you to grab your weight, ideally, because you start off body weight, but you then start adding in weights for these, because that's how your muscles are going to get stronger, by slowly over time increasing your weight. Think about the weight you're using. If you want a challenge, we're going to do 15 to 20, but then, Mummy, I want you to maybe just do your leg extension, yeah? So if you're doing a leg extension, you can still hold your weight out. When you're ready, let's squeeze up. Make sure your knees go out in line with your toes. I can see my toes squeezing up. I'm using a chair. Obviously, I could do it without a chair in a squat position, but my core is tight. I go down and squeeze up. Lovely. If you do it without the chair, you don't have to go super low to start off with. Back is straight. Mummy, are you counting?
Yeah, 7.
Good. Keep going. Let me have a little look. Everyone on Zoom, you're doing amazing. If you want to join us on Zoom, sign up to my free newsletter for the links. That way I can see you. You're doing so well, everyone. YouTube and Zoom. We've got lots of participants today, couples as well. Get your loved ones to join us. Squeeze up. How many have we done, everyone?
14.
If you're tired of the squats, just do some leg extensions or some heel raises or have a little rest. Good work. This is a push. This is our finale today. I'm already out of breath. Lovely. I can see Andrew and Vinu Uncle are adding an extra challenge. You're so amazing on Zoom. They're doing shoulder press. Mummy, were you doing that as well?
19.
Woo! Well done, Marion, Taruna Auntie.
20.
Lovely work. Ah, amazing work, everyone. Purnima Auntie, my mum. Hello. I can see you. How are you? I'll talk to you all at the end. Come and say hello. Well done, YouTube. How are we feeling? Give yourselves a little march out. Give yourselves a clap. You really deserve that. Did you see that 20 squats, I'm out of breath. I'm in the fat burning zone, but I'm building lean muscle, building strength. You don't have to always do something intense, but the heavier the weight, the more intense it's going to be on your body just by doing strength training. You did very well, Mummy. You did more than I thought you were going to do. Relax there, everyone. We are going to stretch now, and this is the most important part. So let's take a seat because we want to reduce risks of injury. We're going to do a little bit more stretching than usual because I want you to really feel the stretches, and I want you to build them in as well. End of the day, maybe morning stretch. There's lots of stretch snacks in the book with videos. Let's get one leg out in front of us. Lift the arms up. I'm out of breath. Inhale, exhale. Let's bring your hands towards your toes, your shins, even above your knee, but straighten that leg. Relax your shoulders and your head. Try and bring your chest towards your thigh. Can you feel a lovely stretch all the way down the back of the leg? Deep breaths to return your heart rate back to normal slowly. Staying here a bit longer today. Just try and relax and roll up. If you found that hard, I was just thinking, let's practice the same leg. If you have still got your band, this is a nice one to do because sometimes the leg isn't as straight because you're really trying to reach forward. But if you can, just tie a band or a belt around your sole of your foot, around the ball of it. Hold it as tight as you can, maybe a little bit closer. Let's straighten our backs. Desk reset snack. Chest towards the thigh. Can we hold there? So can you feel the stretch? Maybe your toes are coming towards you a bit more. So flex your foot. Holding, breathing, relax the shoulders and the arms and the head. But this band can help just straighten that leg a bit more. How is that? Release. Do you like it with the band? Yeah, so we can practice both in your own time. Think about your homework. Let's drop the band for the other side first. So straighten that leg, lift the arms, straight back, stretching the upper body as well, and then bringing it towards wherever you can reach. Over time, you might feel that you're able to reach further down. I was never flexible 10 years ago, but I love stretching every day. It's something I have to do to keep my body mobile, supple, give me that energy to carry on. It's really, really important. Reducing risks of injuries, lengthening the muscles, staying here, deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, relax the head, neck and shoulders, chest towards the thigh. And release. Good. We're spending a bit longer because ideally you would spend 30 seconds on each stretch. The longer you hold, obviously the more length we're giving to the muscles. You can try the banded version. So now we're sitting up more upright, flexing the foot, bringing the chest just towards, we're coming forwards, but straighten the foot and see if you can flex the foot. You don't have to come really far forward. You could actually just bring your hands closer towards your feet, holding the band shorter and shorter. How does that feel? Yep. Good, mummy. Breathe, relax, smile. I want you to enjoy this as well. I know it can be tight, so then use your breath. Really send that breath to any areas of tightness, releasing tension and relax. Good, long stretch there, well done. We're going to bring our hands into the middle of our back. So opening out our chest because we're all rounding with technology and the things that we do. So let's open everything out, really open out. Open out these shoulders, your pectoral muscles. The hands are behind my back. Good, smile. Are you smiling? What were you thinking of? Are you happy? Keep with us, everyone. Lots of people on Zoom and YouTube. Well done. Stretching is so important. Relax. We're now going to stretch out the shoulders, upper back, by bringing one arm in front of us, other hand above or below the elbow. Relax the shoulders down and then draw it towards your body, looking over that shoulder. Nice neck stretch. Just straightening out. How does that feel? Hold it if you can. And release. Other side. Good work. Try and relax the shoulders. Breathe into it. Good. Drop the shoulders away from your ear. Hold it a little bit longer today. And release. And then we'll also do our biceps. So I'm just going to bring one arm in front, other hand just touching, just bringing those fingertips towards the floor a little bit. So it's just stretching out this part of your arm, all the biceps. Can you feel that? Relax your shoulders. Good. Your wrists, everything. We did press ups. We've done so many exercises today. Well done, everyone. I hope you feel very proud of yourselves and your amazing bodies. Whatever you manage to do, 1 minute of exercise over the age of 60 is beneficial to your health. Every minute, any age counts, is better than doing nothing. And the more we can do through the day, the better. Reduce the amount of time sitting, keep exercise snacking. We're going to give ourselves or anyone near you a very big feel-good hug, like a seated or standing cat-cow. Open out, arch your back. Lovely. Inhale, exhale, round the back. Can you hug the person next to you? I know we've got couples, Vinu uncle, Jampu auntie. Give yourselves a hug. Look at them, mummy. They're so cute. Mummy, can you see them hugging? Yay. That's lovely. Inhale, one big hug from me and mummy to all of you. Stretching and super well done coming. I know we're all so busy, but it's really important to invest in our health. And I'm really busy this weekend with 2 festivals tomorrow, but I didn't want to miss this because I know that a lot of you rely on this and I don't want you to stop. Yeah, you've got saved sessions on YouTube. Please do more if you can. Breathing in, our feel good finish. I hope you feel good. Breathe in positivity, exhale any negativity, tension, anxiety. Mummy, could you do one in Gujarati for us, please?
અંદર શ્વાસ લ્યો, બધા સુખ વિચારો અંદર લઈ જાઓ, બારે શ્વાસ કાઢો, બધા અશુભ વિચારો બારે કાઢો.
Well done. We have lots of workouts, a whole playlist in Gujarati if that can help anyone in the South Asian community. Do share it with them. Breathing in, capture that positivity, hands meet at the top. Bring it down to your amazing heart center. Take a moment. I know we're busy, but you've got to have a moment of gratitude. Say thank you to yourself for joining today. And say thank you to your amazing body for whatever it managed to do. I'm very proud of you. My only request before you go is to share these workouts so I can help as many people as possible. There's a diabetes-friendly playlist, a dementia-friendly playlist. There's exercise snacks. The feel-good workouts are all saved together. I'm going to talk to everyone on Zoom quickly. YouTube, super well done. Do drop me a comment. That feedback really keeps me motivated. Well done, Mummy. Super work. And I will see you next week. Please keep working out. There's hundreds on YouTube for you to use. Lots of love. Well done, everyone. And just saying bye to